Good morning and welcome to the Wee Clan Torrance Totally Awesome Vlog, day 17. We are working to change the energy in the Wee Clan Torrance household and in the world around us through dance, which we do every day. We are currently on day 198. We keep a wee thing on that red board there. That keeps a track on the days for us. Each day at day 198. So on Sunday we celebrate 200 days of dancing every day in our house as a family, and yeah, having lots of good fun with that, really picking the energy up. Today was great. You should check it out. Still don't know what the fox says. It's always going to be a mystery, I think. Carol is around. I'm Bruce, by the way. If you've not seen the videos before, usually sits about here. Looks very beautiful and very wide and has lots of fantastic energy, creating some brilliant projects for us to participate in. It really does make a big difference. Currently we are on a roll, and we have been what are we on? We're on the 17th, on our 17th day of juicing and raw food. There are 3 of us participating in it in the house. There's myself, there's Carol, and there's also JD, who at the moment. And we for a month with then raw food as well. These at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's about having the juice being on either end, we're getting our nutrients, and one of the quickest, least interference ways of that you buy from a store that's made from concentrate, pulp, and kind of the leftover stuff, but taking the best produce that we can find, which is a real premium way to kind of get your nutrients. So on a day, we give ourselves 4, and we keep that raw as well. So we eat salads and fruit, making food as well, and respond as opposed to juicing. It was only meant, and I just kept going for another 8 days. So did into 3 days. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
And yeah, so this time I kind of died yesterday. Kind of had a big couple of bowls of the cereal that I've made. It's a raw cereal made primarily from bananas and with some and dates, nuts and seeds, and almond milk as well. Nutritious, densely packed meal. Had some of that, and then last night, like I would get a big bowl of salad, and I think I got about maybe half a dozen bites, and I was just absolutely packed. Our morning stretches. Well, we get up at 6:30, and then around about 4:45. So the key exercises that Carol and I have been practicing over 8 years. We've been practicing Ki Aikido, and so the one. I know I'm about to do. Okay, I'm going to stop our daughter from having a flap.
That's not easy to do. Gemma's wanting her insulin because Gemma's had her insulin. She's waiting for her breakfast, so we have to do that. Good morning, RAWsome July. We have so much watermelon in the house. That's what I had for my breakfast this morning. Your dad brought me a big bowl of watermelon. Water lemon, very nice.
And
it was delicious.
And you got watermelon and like a little water.
Sometimes. Isn't she looking so cute this morning? We lost a tooth tonight, the tooth fairy game. Getting rich. Tooth number 5.
And I only got £2.
Wow. Right, on you go. All right. Brilliant. So yes, Bruce was on leave. It's day 17. I'm feeling, yes, very emotional, but I don't know if that was anything to do with the moon energies. So I'm good to feeling it might have something to do with that. House. There's been lots of arguments. We're all feeling very tested, and I've comfort food. So yesterday, the best comfort food I had was peanuts and raisins. So handful of peanuts and raisins today for feeling the stress, and then I had a bath last night for a quick just had a shower and a bath yesterday, trying to get all around, and it's a really good thing. And we dancing every day that way to cleanse our energy this way. So we should be so clean. Items next, actually. I don't know about my relationship with food. It seems to be changing. I have little food. Even yesterday when I'm in that stress zone, I think I'd be happy with a bag of hand-cooked chips and crisps. That's my favourite. But there's no. So I think I've been waiting for a very, very long time to this fit, this healthy in the morning. I'm actually loving it. It's very difficult because it's not been the paradigm for a very long time. But for 1 month, we'll do it and see how it feels. And yeah, 17 days into getting up every single morning at 6:30, or on a Sunday it was 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, what a lion. It's fantastic. I'll tell you, that extra half hour just makes all the difference. It's a shame that we kind of stay up half an hour later on a Saturday night, but
But I'm definitely noticing is at 8 o'clock every single morning now and night with Gemma since the beginning of May, when she had a DKA, diabetic ketoacidosis, and her blood was extremely acidic. And since then, we've had to do insulin shots every single morning, 8 o'clock. So we've missed any sort of lie-in we had anyway this year. It just disappeared on us. So we might as well be up early and ready for 8 o'clock, although it doesn't always work out as planned either.
No, like this morning. It's kind of, even 5 minutes makes all the difference. Everything just kind of falls back by 5 minutes. So,
everything just goes, it's like, it's time to go live. Oh, Bodhi, I can smell you from the other side of the house.
yes.
So, and yes, insulin was given and no breakfast given. So, because Bruce and I scattered at 9 o'clock. It was like, we're meant to be going live. I'm changing a nappy. Bruce is on insulin. It's like, yeah, this is raw. And JD, we've lost him again. So he must have gone back to bed after, what was it, meditation this morning?
My meditation seemingly just knocked people out. If you're ever looking for a good sleep check into my meditations, it seems.
That's not true. I've not fallen asleep during one of your meditations yet.
No.
But yes, these are hard energies we're working through. And for JD, who's never done a cleanse before of any sort, this has got to be a huge shock to his system. So bless him, he's still here, day 17. He's still eating raw. He's doing very well. The salad that Bruce made last night, and with JD's help, I think, was immense. I managed to eat, I think, a near full bowl of it. So, but yes, that I've been eating more than you, I think.
Oh yeah. So yeah. And that's the thing, this week I found it was only yesterday that I realized just how little I had to drink and eat to drink in juice and water on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So for the first week and a half where I was juicing, sort of every day is that 11-day section that I went through, and I was really making sure that I was adequately hydrated for, during the day when I was out at work, making sure there was always a bottle of water, some juice with me. I think one day I forgot, but I picked up a carton in a shop because it was either that or be just really thirsty and sort of feeling a bit kind of crashy.
Oh no, you have to get things from the shop.
So yeah, I went for the shop there and just got some pressed apple juice, as opposed to getting anything more complex. I know the supermarkets are really trying to get into sort of selling juices, but they're not good, basically.
You might find ones you like, but in Edinburgh,
I just haven't. Yeah.
Well, in Edinburgh, we have juice bars popping up. You'd
We
like
do.
to sponsor Bruce?
We do. Yeah, that's right. I'll go and check them out for you.
We'll stick your sticker in our car. Get yourself a sticker.
I'll do a review. I'm getting up on my juicing and what I expect and such likes, and what I do find is it's pretty pricey to juice in, from somebody else. I mean, if juicing is a premium way of getting your nutrition in terms of cost, then going to somebody and getting them to do it for you is just ridiculous. It is incredible.
But it is expensive, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying though. Doing it, we go down to, we go to the shops, we go down to the market, whatever's kind of available to get, try and get the best produce we can. And yeah, I mean, that's brilliant. JD was at the local market last week, talked to the guy, and I mean, got fantastic deals, and came back up the road, with sort of 4 dozen apples and 50 oranges.
I know, a bag of 50 oranges.
It's all got used on juice. But yeah, back to kind of cycling it back through, I had those 11 days, was well hydrated. The first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, I was short on nutrients, I was short on hydration. I could feel it every day, and it was more the observation that I really didn't do anything to kind of to sort that. Even if you're not getting, I think the juices and the nutrition really should be kind of keeping the hydration up. Certainly, you don't want to putting any sort of a strain on your system, trying to extract the water out to process anything through. So yeah, keeping well hydrated is kind of a good thing. Don't overdo it. You can make yourself equally ill if you drink too much water, but that I think takes quite a phenomenal amount. So you're wanting around sort of 3 litres of fluid, I think, the juices and water together over the course of a day. It depends on your activity. And of course, if you're being more active, if you've got quite a high activity kind of day going on, or a session, going to work out, or meeting people to play football, soccer, or whatever it happens to be, then have a kind of a bit more of a punchy kind of high carb juice to kind of see through that period. So but yeah, really felt the dehydration. I think over Wednesday, I wondered actually this morning, I've been feeling a lot of pain in the center of my back, like right between the shoulder blades. I actually wondered if that might have something to do with kind of my hydration. There's a couple of other things going on as well, and it's just been in this last kind of 4 days. And I wonder if, now that I've got no food crap kind of going through my system and blocking stuff up and making me feel aches, pains, and all the kind of associated stuff there, I've kind of got a clean slate to then, as things happen like dehydration or not getting enough nutrients, sugars, minerals, electrolytes, whatever it happens to be, and then starting to kind of feel it manifest in my body in different places and seeing the result of that. So my big plan today, really, and probably through tomorrow, there's a couple of different sort of things you can do to improve hydration, not just by taking water, but what you put into the water as well. And I really plan on, sort of trying to get my hydration back to a good level, get my pee clear again. It's really so, and you've got to watch it. I mean, that's it. Become observant of your body. Really see what's going in. Really see what's coming back out again. And it tracks your health. It's raw. Sorry, I'm pointing at the word raw on the screen like you can see it. But yeah, this is raw, and the discussion is raw. What we're doing, the blocks that we're coming up against emotionally, dynamically in the household. This is a household where we, especially Carol and I, we keep each other right on our top game. We're constantly working to be the best people that we can be. We have a sort of a third energy adult-wise that's in the house for this month as well in JD, and he's not used to kind of being in a space that's kind of like this. Whereas Carol and I kind of can communicate at that level and move forward. And yesterday we had a really kind of a big kind of emotional day, and you know, kind of came up against stuff with one another as well, and then finished off the beautiful salad, and you went for a bath and kind of chilled out, gave yourself. We had a meditation, and you know, sort of a little kind of powwow afterwards, and you know, went off to bed. So these types of experiences, I think, you know, doing it in your own household, you know what your household's like, you know, if it's gonna, you know,
well, the kids didn't get to bed till what, 9:30 last night.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Well, no, it was right. It was just before 9:30.
Yeah.
It was really late, and well, that's because we had them at the park late, or Bruce had them out at the park, which is good. But yes, it pushed everything back. But by the time we're doing that, we had the meditation set for 10 o'clock, and you're sitting down to eat our first meal this month. We've not sat down to eat a meal. You're like, I'm going through to the office to do it. Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
Poor JD sitting there all on his own for about 10 minutes while I'm sorting out kids and stuff like that.
Good stuff. And, you know, making the environment work, that's kind of, I think, what I was saying. You know, if you've got kids or you've got whatever else is going on in the house, and you're trying to do, you know, something like this where you're doing a month of like juice, which is heavy on juice. We've got, you know, we're on 15 days of juicing out of 30, is that right? 31, yeah, but I think
well,
it was 15
we've done a lot more.
Yeah, we've done a fair amount, but yeah, I think there was, yeah, definitely there's 15 days of juicing in this month minimum, because I went straight into sort of the 11 days at the beginning. But to do that in your own household is, you know, that's kind of huge, because you're going to go through it. You're going to go through the mill of, you know, kind of feeling fantastic, and you have this, yeah, as well. You know, there's no kind of rest. I think I've actually blocked out my calendar for most of next week. There's a couple of appointments that kind of snuck in, but not more than one a day. But it allows me to come back in and, you know, be in this space. But yeah, you might not be able to drop life, but I think if you go, you know, onto a juice and you kind of ride it through, you can do it and be ultra busy at the same time, because I did it and I've not got a brilliant record of kind of, you know, sticking into things, especially under pressure. So that's been quite revelationary for me. But yeah, you find that it's going to be hard, and give yourself a goal, sure, but don't, you know, that's the growth. The goal, you know, sort of driving towards that.
Give yourself a big goal,
so,
and
yeah, make it big.
You're really proud of that you got that far.
Aim for the stars, you reach the moon. It's that type of thing. But you might go straight past the moon as well, and you know, sort of, and hit the stars, or somewhere in between the moon and the stars. So yeah,
keep, you know, trying, keep
Is,
going.
definitely.
Know your body.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. I can, again, I've said it, I think, over days and days, that, you know, you just can't describe adequately what it is that goes on. You feel it in your mind, you feel it in your body, you feel it in your emotions, you feel it in your practice, you feel it in, you know, everything. And whilst you need to make sure that you're medically fit for this type of a diet, or eating plan, I'm still reluctant to use diet, but I'll go for diet, because it's actually, people that misuse the word diet. There's nothing wrong with the word diet. It means the way you eat. It's not about losing weight. It's not about, you know, kind of offloading.
Well, it isn't for us. I think a lot of people who might move to raw might be on a weight diet.
Yeah, okay.
For us, it's nothing to do with weight. It's everything to do with health of our body. And that's yes.
As it turns out, weight comes off.
Never dieted.
You give yourself 7, 10, 11 days of juicing. And to say, I mean, the food that I had in the first 15 days was a blip. In that regard, I didn't, whilst I was eating, it was so minimal by comparison to what had surrounded it. But yeah, I think you inevitably will shed some weight. You just need to keep an eye on that as well, I think. And again, if it's happening too rapidly, check it out, maybe. If it's not happening at all, don't worry about it. I guess everybody's body is different.
We don't even own a pair of scales, so I've got no idea. But we stepped on the wee fit. That's how we did it. So let's weigh ourselves 1 week in, Bruce's idea.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea. It didn't even cross my mind.
Yep. And I ended up like 16 pounds lighter. So there we go. Yeah. it's been, again, it just keeps being good and hard as well. It's, you know, it's, as I say, it's because of the dynamic household, what this opens up by kind of cleansing out the body, cleaning it all up and keeping it clear. It really opens up so much potential. Let's put it that way. Potential for energy to come out.
Yesterday we were arguing about carrots.
Carrots. How many carrots are in a kilo? Put your answers below.
Big argument in this house.
Set it all off. And yeah, but then, you know, what's underneath that? And that's really what, you know, these things highlight. You're going to end up potentially, depends how, you know, how you live as well. But you might find that you end up having an argument about like the most, because that was the thing. I think we're all three of us in this argument kind of going, what the hell are we arguing about carrots for?
I knew.
You knew why, but yes, there's deeper underlying on everything. So these, you know, kind of pointless arguments. So they're not pointless, but you know what I mean? It's just like carrots. But there's something underneath it, and it's, you know, dig down and find what that is and really kind of get it clear. And that's it. You know, if you're juicing and you're going raw and you're shifting your paradigm to make your life clearer, then everything that comes up that's all sticky and doesn't smell good and all that kind of stuff that floats on the surface. Yeah.
Love it and let it go. Understand
really,
it.
Yeah. Understand
everything we're
love
seeing
it,
just now.
and yeah, let it go, because it's not even letting it go. Don't let it go in a way that it's just kind of like, you know, stick it into the back of your mind and let it sit there. Not at all. It is really, you know, go through the practice. It might take days, years, whatever, to let go of something, but the practice is in letting it go, and it will rear its ugly head again and go, I'm still here. I'll love you some more and let you go. So yes, having that clear intake of food, I think, is kind of critical in having a clear output, and it allows you to find that energy that's getting blocked by all the junk and stuff. You're not going to get energy from anywhere. You've got energy to put out, and it's finding where your source of that energy is. And I think if you're on all the junk that I was eating, for example, I basically guess I ate just shy of fast food constantly. It was that time.
Really?
Yeah, I did kind of feel like heavy on wheat, heavy on processing.
So you had cereals. No, you're not heavy on processing. You're heavy in
Well,
your oatmeal.
my lunches were all sort of store-bought sandwiches. So
Okay.
I'd be store-bought sandwiches, packet of crisps, and a multi-vit juice drink. That was typically mine, because you got a £3 meal deal in the supermarket. So that would be kind of what get me through. But it's a sub that's like, you know, this size. It's got cheese and it's got.
I don't suppose I ever asked you what you had for lunch.
It's got salad on it, but I mean the salad's like, you know, sort of 4 very thin slices of tomato if you're lucky, and a little bit of kind of lettuce and stuff like that. But it was heavy on the wheat, on the bread, because that kind of sustained me then from, you know, sort of 1 o'clock in the afternoon until about 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. But it was a constant. I'm pretty much a creature of habit. So every morning I have porridge. Now porridge is glue, clang. I mean, think about it. You make porridge with oatmeal, and you kind of let it sit for a few minutes and pick it up, and it kind of, you know, sticks and drips off the spoon and stuff. That's what it's doing outside of your body. So doing inside your body, it's getting all stuck up and claggy, and then you throw some wheat down after it, and that gets back, you know. So yeah.
Okay, your diet was a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I ate at home, it was fine. You know, we ate good foods here. It was light, typically fresh, and all the rest of it. And we make our meals. We don't, you know, we don't get kind of frozen stuff, or, you know, sort of stick it in the microwave or in the oven. We've always kind of had a habit of, well, certainly since Gemma was born,
Even
7 years
before
ago.
we've eaten.
But yeah, we've always been in the habit of preparing our own food. But no, I mean, take that, then take the amount of coffee I drank, and then there's the occasional, you know, sort of alcohol, whether it's like apple cider or, you know, whatever it happens to be. So all that's gone. That's completely everything, you know, meat, wheat, dairy, sugars of anything that's outside of what you find in fruit, caffeine, all of the joy, as it was. And that's the thing, as it was, as I thought, and, you know, not feeling it like that anymore. It was kind of, I don't want to go back to that kind of stuff again. I want to feel like this. And some days it's really hard, and some days you don't want to feel like this because you're just having a rough day. but then you give it a few hours or whatever. And I think that's it. You know, people kind of, oh, it's really tough, right, and give up. Just wait. It's like Scottish weather. You know what I mean? Hang about 10 minutes. It will change. It's just give it a moment. Don't get sucked into the story and start going around in circles. Find a way to, you know, come out of it or move away from it. Distract even yourself from it for a few moments. Go and brush your teeth or meditate or go and give somebody a hug just because you're nice. You know, it could be anything like that, but yeah, it just
Distract yourself.
Distract yourself, find another pattern for a moment, and it, you know, keep finding a different pattern to the old one that you would normally revert back to and kind of go, oh, this is how I've always done this, so this is how I'm going to do it again. Try anything different. Really, just there's a whole gamut of options out there. Anyway,
that's for everything in life.
Yes.
Try new things. All right, excellent. We'll see you again tomorrow for day 18. I can hear my name being shouted from up the stairs. It is time to go. Thank you very much. We'll see you again tomorrow for all our things. Check out all our links somewhere around. All right, bye guys.
See you
tomorrow.